Hello everybody, and welcome to Who Wants to Be an Engineer with Danny Daniels. I'm your host. Today I want to talk to you about becoming an engineer. Okay, what are engineers, and who even wants to be an engineer? You might think of someone who studied all the hardest math, memorized books worth of information about materials, and learned how to use the impossibly obscure slide rule. You're not wrong, but that's only part of the story. Engineers come from all fields of studies. They're master artists, architects, chemists, biologists, and operators of untold numbers of machines. Engineers are the people that design the things we use on a day-to-day basis. They're the people that operate the equipment that makes modern life possible. They're also who you call when something complex needs to be maintained or replaced. Engineers are like super users who learn about the fine details of operations and processes. And if something breaks, it's the engineer who understands how to fix it or how to design something to replace it. Now you might think, ugh, you already said math. Yes, I did. And at this point, I've successfully been all the way through Calculus 2. That is some scary math, not because it's hard, and it is. It's because you have to study to understand it. And once you do understand it, it's like a light going off at the end of a tunnel. Also, take it from me, you have your entire life to get the math right. You just keep going back and trying. And that is what makes college an interesting entity. You can keep going back and learning new things. You can even have a different degree and one day decide your path includes engineering. That's what brought me back to school. I want the skills of an engineer as I enter my next adulthood. Well, why does engineering even matter? Because we need you. The whole world needs you. Also, money. The American Society for Engineering Education provides that in 2019, the average salary for all engineers was $94,600 across a wide variety of fields that comprise being an engineer. That's a hefty wage for learning some more math. Now for our girl viewers out there. I want to point out there is a huge push in the world of education right now to draw girls into engineering, which has historically been a male-dominated field. Why does that matter? It means that there's a support structure in place to help ensure the success of women in the workforce. Locally, California Girls in STEM is a great initiative aimed at encouraging girls to enter the world of engineering. Boys, a great chunk of you are already wired to be engineers. So much of our culture gives tools to boys to use as toys and pre-trains them to be engineers. Guys, if you like to build, operate, or maintain anything, then being an engineer is for you. Now, what if I'm a middle-aged, stay-at-home mom or dad, and I'm considering re-entering the workforce since my children are growing and leaving soon or have left? I would say you're probably the perfect multitasking, problem-solving team leader and treasure trove of operational and process knowledge. You should consider becoming an engineer. There are an increasing number of online options for going back to school or complementing an existing college education. Honestly, it seems like the government is willing to throw money at you to go back and learn another skill. If you have time now, take an online math course or an engineering course. It all adds up. Hey, thank you all for watching. Leave some comments below.